From probably 13 on, I started kind of dabbling. It got really bad when I lost custody of my kids. Definitely downward spiral. I white knuckled it for a few years when I was trying to get my kids back. They were taken into state custody in California, and they wanted me to prove that I was a stable, safe parent that could provide, and I couldn't pass a drug test. So I dragged that out as long as I could. I did get clean for a little while, but I was miserable. I had no solution. I was white knuckling it, and I had no community. I was completely isolated from all the people that I was close to. So it didn't last. It didn't stick. Ended up selling drugs, and to support my own use, ended up getting arrested, charged with multiple trafficking charges, possession charges, was facing prison time, and didn't really have any hope. I had the opportunity to get out on pretrial. I had someone suggest that I try drug court because they would help me get sober. I joined drug court and went to treatment. Was able to complete the 28-day program. Didn't have anywhere to go afterwards. I had a trap house I could go back to, but drug court really wasn't okay with that. So I was told that there was a sober house in Portland I should go to, check it out, at least give it a try. Didn't really have any funding. While I was in rehab, I had a few $100s from unemployment that I couldn't spend while I was there. So I still had that. But as far as being able to pay rent, I had enough to get some groceries, and that was about it. I was given the number for Family Restored. I think I went online and did an application, received a call, did a quick little interview to see kind of where I was at with what the house requirements were, what I was doing in general. I was able to get funding for a month. At first, it was a little intimidating. It seemed like a lot of work, and I wasn't sure I could do it, but I just followed the house requirements, go into the meetings. I got a sponsor. She brought me through the steps. Digging into the fourth step definitely took more time than I expected, but I learned a lot about myself. And once I got done that, read my fifth step, making the amends as well has been a huge part of kind of the turning point. At that point, I started to truly feel like I had a higher power, and I wasn't on my own. I didn't have to do it on my own. So that was huge for me. The amends process was probably the one that got me in a different mind frame where I can actually do this and I can show up for the people I care about instead of causing havoc on their life, because I did a lot of that. Stability is one of the biggest things. I have a job, I show up, I feel like I'm reliable at this point. I am really connected to a lot of the women in the house. I have genuine friends at this point, who I can turn to when I need to, and I can be there for them when they need. I am almost done with drug court. I have one more step to go. And so probably a month I'll be graduated drug court, which is wild for me because I've never really completed anything. I feel like I'm at peace now. I have an amazing sponsor that I still deal with constantly. I'm sponsoring other women in the community. I feel connected, and that was never anything I've had before.